What can I do for you, Mr. Pope?
It's Dr. Pope, but I'm not hung up on formalities. According to our most recent survey, Tom Landry has reached 42% diversity.
Diversity is good, right?
All those cultures mixing together is wonderful. Wonderful, that is, if they don't start tearing each other to shreds.
What? We don't have any problems like that here.
Look at those children. A powder keg of diversity. I'll start with them. What if I said you could either work with the others to find a compromise, or send them on a vacation? This vacation you sent these students on goes by many names. Exile, internment, gulag, death camp. Congratulations, you've just ethnically cleansed half your class. That was an impressive display of leadership. I bet you enjoyed ordering people around like that.
Well, I had to. I've got a carnival to organize. And my dad says the boss has to be tough sometimes to get the job done.
Your dad gets the job done, and his dad probably got the job done. Throughout history, getting the job done has meant everything from persecution to genocide.
What? My dad hasn't done any of those things.
There are no clean hands in history. Homework. I want each of you to research your heritage. See what you have done.
Mom, I'm doing some homework on my ancestors. What is our heritage? I forget.
Well, let's see. We're English and Irish, and I think your great-grandfather was German.
Stop. Just stop. The weight of my ancestors is pushing down right here.
Bobby, at your age, you shouldn't be feeling this level of guilt, doubt, and self-loathing. And yet you are. I'm proud of you.
Really? Welcome, everyone. Before I begin, I want you to know I will not kill you or bring you famine or give you smallpox. I know you were all expecting a carnival, but millions of people were expecting to not be genocided by our forefathers. So instead of a carnival, we're gonna take some responsibility.
What in the heck is he talking about?
Dad, what are you doing?
Trying to give these kids the carnival that you promised them.
I also promised to make the kids see all the misery we're responsible for. You know, the slave trade, potato famine. I'm supposed to be opening the wound so that it can heal.
That is ridiculous. If a wound is closed, it's already healing.
Yeah, well, I guess.
Bobby, you're 13 years old. You didn't have anything to do with any of that stuff.
Oh, thank God.
It's a beautiful day out there. Why don't you get dressed, throw out that hat, and go hang out with your friends?
I can't. Joseph's at football practice and Connie's at one of her recitals. They've both got things they're good at.
Well, we just need to find you a new thing. A cool new thing.
Bobby, let me give you a little piece of constructive criticism. You're not black.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you gotta be real, Bobby. You know what I'm saying?
Not really.
You're a white man. Get in touch with your white roots. Think of the stuff that's funny from your point of view.
If we get on the internet, maybe we could find out something funny about white people. Yeah! Now, we can enter in keywords and then find material for your act.
This is a great idea.
What words should we use?
White. Roots. Funny.
Wow!
Is it okay if I'm a little late for dinner? My friend Ward invited me to a gathering.
Who's this Ward fella?
I met him at the video store, and we got to talking. So I'm gonna hang out with him and his friends tonight. I'm bringing the chips.
Well, see, Bobby, I knew you'd find your thing. And doesn't that sound like more fun than being in a musical about Oklahoma?
Persecution of our kind is on the rise. Perhaps it's time to take our powers to the next level.
Beings of the South, we command you to rise and lend us your power.
Interloper! What the hell are you people doing?
Hey, Dad!
Bobby?
Meet the guys.
Bah! All right, look, I know you're at an age where you think all this stuff is interesting, but believe me, it really isn't.
But you told me to find a new thing. And then when I do, you just want to take it away from me. They're my circle of power.
Believe me, Bobby, I'm doing it for your own good.
And you have to respect other people's culture. Who are we to judge?
I am not judging. I am stating a simple fact. It is wrong.
Says you.
Yes, and I'll say it again.
Afraid of?
I'm not afraid of that garbage. I'm afraid of you getting your ass kicked every day for the rest of your life.
Ward said you wouldn't understand.
Bobby, you don't need a crystal ball to see Ward's future. Now, until you stop with all this nonsense, come on. Come on.
No. Hey,
Come on, you're not moving.
I am too. I'm backing away from you.
Leave your face open, you're gonna get popped. See? See? Pop, pop, see?
You know, everybody gets a big party except for me. Mexicans have 15, Jews have 13, rich girls have sweet 16. Everyone has some crazy day except for Christian boy.
Your baptism was amazing.
So I've heard. I don't think anyone has dibs on 14, so that could be mine. It could be called a sweet 14-o. There could be dancing and music, and then I'd have to eat 14 hot dogs before sunset, or I shall remain a boy forever. No!
This is good. Nice and salty.
That's right. Go get your ice cream.
Happy Black History Month! I'm just kidding.
State your purpose.
Mr. Gribble, I'm having a problem. Do you know anything about getting even with people who have done something bad to you?
No, Bobby. Nothing at all.
Hello?
You don't know who I am, but I know where you live, so help me out.
Dale? Is that you?
Oh, Hank,
Pop, pop, see?
Hey, guys.
Young apprentice. Something is on your mind. I can sense it.
My dad says I can't hang out with you guys anymore.
Bobby, the problem with your father is he's ungifted. Our kind have always been persecuted by those who understand not.
So that's why my dad is so weird about this. He's threatened by my powers.
Bobby, the mark of Merlin is upon you. When you have completed your training, you will be a white wizard.
Really? Wow, what do I have to do? When can I start?
You're Ward Rackley?
It's one of my many monikers, yes.
How old are you? 30? 40? Don't you have some friends your own age? Someone to drink with? Maybe a girlfriend?
And waste my seed on a common harlot? Not likely. When the time is right, a maiden will be delivered up to me. Probably from the east.
Some of this isn't your fault. Good luck to you, buddy. And stay away from my son or I'll kick your ass.
You don't understand who you threaten. I have powers. Terrible powers!
This room is my property, and... How? What's the use? Look who I'm talking to.
You are talking to your father, and you will not use that Frenchman's wave with me.
But you've got to believe I'm completely committed to our power circle.
Are you? I wonder. Tonight, we are going to kick it up a notch and summon a dread force that will bestow upon us unequaled power. Now, everyone, if you would all be so good as to take your positions on the pentagram. White wizard, white wizard, white wizard, white wizard, white wizard, white wizard.
We got a special treat for all of y'all tonight. The youngest comic to ever set foot on this stage. Give it up for Bobby Hill.
So, how's everybody doing tonight?
All right.
Okay. How many people here are lucky enough to be members of the Nordic subgroup of the Aryan Race? Can I see some hands? Yeah, it's tough being a white man these days. It's tough, I tell you. Folks, I'm so white, during the riots, I went out and bought a television. Is this thing on?
Uh-oh, Bobby's in trouble.
Dale, where's Bobby? What's going on?
Well, he's no toenail.
Okay. Oh, I know. Here's an old joke I heard on the internet. It takes place in the slavery days of yore.
What? Bobby, no!
Somebody shot that Nazi arm!
Shut up, you whitey!
Oh, honey, what a pretty outfit for a funeral.
Anyone care to come up and say a few words?
This.
Fragrant bouquet of human emotions.
Oh, Hank, come on. There's no reason to be ashamed about your crying. But yet, I am.
I wasn't crying.
Are you ready to admit you were crying, Hank? Or do we need to see a brain doctor? Because I will go right back in there and get a referral.
Okay, you were right. I am crying. You happy now?